So when there's a proper coordination between these departments, then only the final product would be of high quality and that can satisfy the customer requirement. Can you understand it? So in organization structure, coordination is required. Now, there are many organizations that the quality management efforts are basic or minimum. Can you guess the reason now? One is there is no proper coordination. And above anything else, the top management of the organization do not understand this requirement. They are not ready to give that. So when you become, because mostly the finance people or the accounting professionals get the leadership of strategic level. You should understand. What you do in the business or your organization and your quality management effort, everything depends on top management understanding about quality and quality management. Before the break, let's quickly go through these two definitions like quality management. Like operations management, for quality management. Given the importance of quality and the challenges there, well-established organizations, they have a separate management staff. They have a separate management staff for managing quality related activities. And that we call, quality management staff. Quality professionals. Write it down. So who are responsible for quality management? Quality managers. Quality professionals. Sometimes in small scale firms or even medium scale firms, if they don't have a separate quality manager, sometimes the operations manager will handle those responsibilities with the team. But well-established organizations, there should be a separate management staff for quality management. They are well trained on their profession, quality professionals. They know in different industries how to design quality management procedures, implement them. They should be recruited. What they do, they involve in quality management. Quality professionals, quality managers involved in quality management. So this simply defines what that is. So it is the management of all the activities, tasks, and efforts of the organization on ensuring a desired level of excellence for its outputs, that is product or service, in order to maintain conformance to standards. In manufacturing industries like garment factories, porcelain products, or tile manufacturing, like or cement manufacturing, you can clearly identify what they do, right? What type of activities they implement on day-to-day basis, on long-term basis, and how it serves. For example, think at audit firms. Do you have a separate staff as a quality management staff in your proactive firms? Yes or no? I don't know. Do you have separate staff working on quality management? They don't have anyone, quality controllers or quality managers like in the construction. Maybe they have, right? What do they do actually in your industry? I don't know whether they go attached to audit firms or accounting firms. But what I know is you are specializing in that. How do they what do they do? Now we are the like what? Providing professional services like what? Well, that is the normal operations you have there, right? Now I was asking in your organization, do you have separate management staff for quality management? Like they ensure the quality of your services, maybe professional, maybe other services. And they are working on assessing the quality of it and ensuring the proper procedures are met and everyone is educated on them and they time to time check whether your employees are doing according to the procedures recommended and all. Do you have such people, managers? Hello? In services, in service industry, now in the last 2 to 3 decades, that's a growing concern to have quality managers. At audit firms, I don't know. You know that. That is what. That is what. I also think so. There's no separate set of people to look at those areas. So quality management staff separately, but partners and other senior managers are just observing things and setting procedures and all. And then the industry have a lot of standards, regulatory procedures to follow. And accordingly, you are anyway trying to match with the industry standards and all. That way, to ensure the quality of accounting service, financial auditing service. I agree with that. Is that true? You don't have a separate quality manager, but you are being trained what to do, how to do it. So while you are doing it, you ensure the quality of it. So challenging, but that is something you are being trained on quality procedures, and there are standards to follow. But what do you feel? Do you follow those procedures? You have a concern on those quality requirements, or just you consider them as minimum requirements to maintain, and you just anyhow manage your work as you want? එහෙම නේද කරන්නේ? දැන් තිබ්බට අපිනේ දන්නේ කරන විදිහ. නේද? මැනේජර්ේ පාර්ට්නර්ේ කවුරු මොනවා කිව්වත් අපිනේ දන්නේ ඔඩිට් එක කරන විදිහ. That mentality may not be right. So when you become managers, you will realize it because you are juniors, maybe your subordinates. When they do the same thing, you will realize, oh, no longer this will be useful. They are going to lose the business, right? The clients will not give you the business. Very quality service. And top management. And when you become, what is the next level after entry level positions? What is the next level of people? Team leader. Okay. Original voice. And then assistant manager. There are many people as assistant managers. Is that so? Oh, a few. There are many supervisors and then few assistant managers and then so at assistant manager level, at manager level, you will realize, and beyond that, you will realize how important to ensure the quality so that your audit trainees, audit executives, and all are following the right procedures. Doing that. Clear? So if this is how we define it. Now it's not only focused on the end output, that is product or service. It also focused on the process. We call it process quality. It is very important. Process quality. Quality of producing product. That should be consistent. So in modern quality management, we believe that organizations should have better pace, better approach, better active or more comprehensive activities that we can classify into these four main activities. Right? Especially in manufacturing industry, you can identify them. In services also that we should have. So there are four main categories of activity, namely quality planning, then quality assurance, quality control. Those are the three main activities. In addition to that, there should be quality improvement activity. I will come back to that. So this is the main part that we want to understand. Various different quality activities can be divided into these four categories. Namely, quality planning activity, quality assurance activities, quality control activities, not even those quality improvement. Are responsible for these activities in organizations, quality management, or quality profession. The industries become more competitive, especially industries are now supposed to maintain high quality level, meeting standards. Then to support the organization, they need to recruit quality professionals. Because in your case, accountant or managers or assistant managers may not be able to manage those aspects. They know what to do, how to get things done from their workers. But their understanding on quality is not so many. So that near future, audit firms, accounting firms will have higher quality programs. And with their support, they need to develop better quality management procedures. Now, for an example, initially in manufacturing industries, now in services like hospitals, there are quality management staff. When you higher education institutes like universities, we have restaurants, we have hotels, we have. Likewise, in the future. Now, let me try to understand how in organizations such quality procedures are specified and implemented. Right? Initially, only few quality management efforts were there, but gradually they learned. We will discuss later, but we will discuss in detail later. Right? Organizations started believing quality efforts can be organized nicely and implemented consistently when there are proper procedures, well-defined activities on quality management. So they gradually learn the importance of QMS. You come across this term before? I guess. QMS. Management system. You know the meaning of management system. Various different specific guidelines, procedures that everyone should follow. And this case, this is for quality. We call them QM, stands for quality management. So they are now the quality professionals recruited for the organization. They study the manufacturing processes, they study the product they manufacture, the technology they use, and the industry standards and everything. And accordingly, they set the guidelines and well-defined procedures and document it. Educate all the employees, all the managers to follow them. And they keep monitoring whether they are following it. Thereby they manage the quality management. Right? That has been the approach. And for that, QMSs are developed for different organizations, different industries. Who are developing them? Quality professionals, recruited for the organization. They are developing quality management systems to manage the quality efforts of the organization. Such we call QMS. So as you see in slide number 20, it's a well-defined, regularized or formalized system. That's in the procedure, how to do, what to do, and all. There they document the processes, procedures. This is for quality management. What procedures to follow, what procedures to follow, and who are responsible for what and what. Right. So they specify it for achieving their quality objectives. Especially with the QMS, they specify their quality policies, quality objectives, and other targets. Likewise, they prepare detailed quality manuals, steps, guidelines, standards are different from industry to industry. So such QMSs help to coordinate and direct an organization's activities to meet the requirements of customers, requirements of regulatory bodies, and thereby improve the effectiveness and efficiency of quality management effort. So this is the latest approach. What quality managers are doing is develop something called QMS, covering all aspects required and set the procedures. And from managers to operating level staff, they educate so that everyone knows what to do. Not to produce, I mean, that's the initiative, like you do auditing activities, right? Now, in addition to that, how to ensure the quality. In addition to production processes, how to ensure the quality. In addition to the service creation and delivery, how to ensure the quality. And keep improving things. That is it. Now, what do you think about if you have experienced something like this? What do you think? I will take for 4 or 5 minutes about this quality management procedures, quality management activities, and in addition to what you do. You are engaged in auditing process. That is the operations. In addition to that, there can be some additional procedures to ensure the quality of what you do. Are you happy about them? Or are they? Is it a burden for you? Additional burden? Understandably, that is an additional burden. අපි පාඩුවේ වැඩක් කරගෙන ෆෝම් පුරවන්න පුළුවන් ද අපිට? ඒක චෙක් කරන්න පුළුවන් ද? Isn't that what we normally comment? So in addition to all these work, now there are new checklists to check and forms to fill for quality management. We don't have enough time, right? We have enough work to do here. That is what operating level people and the operations managers think. But we need to understand the purpose, why they are doing it. They're collecting evidences, whether we have right focus for quality management and guide people to manage quality. So that creates additional burden, additional work for the operating level staff and managers. But they do it for a purpose. To follow the procedures, follow the quality management guidelines. So I hope you now understand what we mean by quality, quality management, the need of it, right? And more importantly, now how in organization quality is practiced. That is through QA. Let's take a small break and come back. See why such systems are used. What are the benefits organizations can give? What are the benefits for customers? And then more importantly, what are the different other quality management techniques and methods and approaches? It's 10 past 10, 20 minutes. That's enough. So I hope you will be here by 10:30. That's one day. And second day. You will understand the importance of this area and try to understand some of these concepts, terms, if they are new to you, put something to the word. And then we were talking about something called QMS, quality management systems, that are used in businesses, manufacturing and service organizations to guide your quality management activity. I will take another 5 minutes to explain more about it and move to the other areas because it is important to understand. Now the QM method. Now QM method, as you can understand, there can be various elements in a QM method. Like for 21 gives you a few ideas. So what is the quality policy of the organization and the quality objectives they have initially set, and aligning with them other activities, especially the procedures, instructions, what type of records to maintain, and the quality manual that includes everything. That has to be specified, and other things. Data management in relation to quality. Internal processes to make sure quality, to ensure quality. And more evidences on customer satisfaction from the service, from the product, how it happens, how it is assessed, time to time, feedback, what other indices they gather and maintain in these records. So those are the basic elements of a QMS in general. Then of course, how the quality improvements would be planned, how they are introduced, and then of course quality audits, quality analysis, how they perform and everything should be documented in this thing called QMS. That you can understand. When businesses develop quality management systems for their businesses, they need to seriously consider all the requirements, industry levels, and develop something like comprehensive people. Now, this has been there in the history with the businesses from 1950s to 60s to today. Gradually, businesses learn that these quality management systems, that different businesses have different quality management systems now. So that what they do, their frameworks are different. So, have you heard of something called ISO? I know for sure that you have heard of it. ISO. That's an organization involved in standardizing things. International Organization for Standardization. Their scope is to involve. Their scope is to develop frameworks for standardizing things. So, as for quality management systems, also they develop a comprehensive framework for businesses to follow, so that companies can develop QMSs aligning with the framework. So that is called ISO framework for quality management. That is known as ISO 9001. I hope you are familiar with it. Have you heard of it? ISO 9001, initial version was 2008, and the updated version is 2015. That is the latest framework that guides how to design QMSs aligning in the ISO framework. That is for the QMS. That ensures the process quality. So most of the manufacturing firms, those who have already developed their QMSs, they further improve them aligning with this ISO framework and apply for the accreditation, and they get the ISO accreditation for their quality management system. So thereby they communicate to others, especially to the customers, their commitment towards quality and quality management. Because now a company that has accredited QMS, right? They use it as a marketing tool as well. They show that to the international customers, global customers, see, we have obtained ISO certification for our QMS. So that means we are committed on quality management. Our procedures are well specified and we follow these quality management standards. Slowly but gradually, service industries also started developing QMSs, aligning with the ISO framework and getting the accreditation for their QMS. Now there are service industries. Banks, hospitals, hotel chains, they have also have ISO certified QMS. Thereby, they can easily convince others their quality management efforts. Plus, their quality management activities are aligned with this framework. That's clear. So all these areas, like we understood earlier, these 4 areas are covered in comprehensive QMS: quality planning, quality assurance, and of course quality control. Then quality improvement areas are nicely covered in ISO framework. Now coming to those frameworks, now modern quality management efforts are based on some of these main principles. I'm not going to explain things in detail, but be aware. Right? Some of these principles are almost everyone or almost everything, right, that been used in modern quality management systems, especially ISO accreditation. So principles like customer focus, leadership, engagement of people, and other things. Don't understand everything now, but keep an idea, like modern quality management systems are based on certain key principles. Second is the first one, customer focus. Customer defined quality. They need to identify customer requirements, make sure the product specification and everything aligning with the customer needs and goals, and producing product meet the customer requirements. To get more detailed practical understanding, it would be useful to visit some organizations, practice this technique. In Sri Lanka, maybe you can go to MAs. They're following most of these. Their quality management systems are based on these principles. Should I explain all these principles or at least one of you? Want to know a little more details? Tell me, I will explain one or two. I told you, this is a separate subject that we need to study for a few weeks. We have a little bit of time. Nevertheless, I will explain one or two details in the time. Any principles you want to know? Oh yes, you can just Google things and find more in detail. Yes, some quality management principles that you want to know. 4 and 6. Process approach and evidence-based approach. Now, as you can understand, process approach. That simply means to ensure quality, there should be a systematic way of handling things, like a process approach. Right? That means there should be very specific activities that are connected to a process. So quality management activities as a process, not as a random activity. So quality planning, quality assurance, and quality control are three main activities in the quality process. That has to continue in that way. Planning should be the starting point, then the assurance and the control part of it. And that is basically what we need process approach, right? Rather than just doing something without any prior idea. Quality planning, as we already identified there, right, may include a lot of things. So they need to focus on what are the standards available, what are the customer requirements and all, and then plan nicely in our business, in our operations, how we are going to meet those standards. Planning part of it. One element of shortest approach. Plan it. Deciding the quality management system, and then of course specify the procedures and educate quality level staff and other managers, and thereby plan how you are going to what you are going to do. And second thing is the quality assurance. That means to make sure those planned activities are implemented effectively. What we are going to do? This is the educating part. So we should be educated. Training manual should be prepared. With the orientation, when new employees are recruited, they should be trained on not only the work they do, but also quality related procedures. And thereby, they will be able to control for the quality when they do the work. And other things. So, like process approach is all about a systematic way of planning and implementing the quality management. This is one of the main principles of modern quality management. That is process approach, a systematic approach. The sixth one, that is evidence-based approach, as we just requested. Now, especially when it comes to ensuring customer satisfaction and all, and then quality problems, overcoming quality problems, and everywhere, they believe in using evidences. What do you mean by evidence? You know, because you are anyway looking for evidences in auditing process, right? That is for the auditing. But even for quality purposes, they look for the evidences. Say for example, now modern quality management, they believe customer feedback. Right? And then customer complaints as evidences. Not just the evaluations of internal managers or staff, no. Organizations that have implemented QMS, they recommend to gather information periodically, evidences from the customer. Sometimes you may also have experience, maybe insurance companies, maybe hospitals. When you return from the service, they give you a phone call and ask for the service and rate it. Have you received such experience? Maybe for vehicle services, maintenance, banking, or hospitals, they contact you later asking for your feedback. And keep a record of it. Whether their employees have delivered the right service, are there any issues, and they collect the evidence and keep records. Because that is a part of their quality management work. You understand? So, which is to ensure the quality management. Evidence-based. So as in the production process, service delivery, after service, everywhere, it depends on evidence. Manufacturing facility, let's say there are quality problems, they need to gather some evidence. See that this issue is there. How significant this issue? That is to identify the problem. Then to overcome the problems, there can be quality solutions and various different quality improvements. So when they plan it, there should be evidences. This is the issue, and this is what we are going to do. And everything should be documented and maintained as evidence. When you implement it, whether the problem is overcome, some evidence, keep it there. Right? Or whether the problem has not been overcome. Further, what we are going to do, evidence collected and maintained for the purpose of quality management. Can you understand it? So as a principle, it applies everywhere. So as the other. So these are broader principles that guides quality management. Very important, but you may not understand it. So right, understand quality management itself is a different area, professional area. You and me maybe know little, right? That we can't just plan quality management systems and activities. But if you are interested, you can study. Right? So those are some. The inner post should be talk about some more. Now the seventh one, more than anything else, this leadership is important. Now in modern quality management, I believe that operating level staff they will finally perform in operation. But where should the quality management concerns come? From the leadership, top managers, and their involvement is extremely important in modern quality management. Hello, top management. As I mentioned to you earlier, more likely accounting professionals, finance professionals, climbing up to the CEO positions, senior management positions in different industries. So you should be able to understand the importance of quality and change the operations practices, management practices aligning with quality. And I hope that is enough. So when implementing quality management systems, there are many benefits. Now we wanted to know what are the benefits of quality management activities, quality management systems for the business organization. These are the two main benefits. One is through right quality or proper quality management efforts, they will be able to meet the customer requirement. Then either satisfy or delight their customer. Is that important? That is one of the main. So meeting the customer's requirement. That is our customer satisfaction, it's a reputation, loyal customers, repeat purchases, whatever. In addition to that, businesses will be able to meet the other requirements, like organizational requirements. Like there can be regulatory bodies, industry, authorities sometimes to monitor the organization performance. So that, like environmental authority or any other authority, when you implement the right quality management procedures, you will be able to meet such regulatory requirements also and comply with their requirements and smoothly operate the business. Can you understand it? Those are the two main things. That's auditing firms, accounting organizations. These two are applicable to aspects.